Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and I have a very interesting question. Will I be losing my job to AI anytime soon? Yeah, no, not in the slightest. Like, honestly, you should see how bad some of this stuff is. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing in this video, seeing if AI can make Jurassic World dinosaur toy concepts. Spoiler alert, no, not at all. Let's just start here. Actually, I'm going to start over here, actually. This is some that I did like a few days ago, just trying to see if it could do it, and of course it cannot. Just kind of wanted to see what it would spit out, but starting off, I was trying to see if it can make a Stomatosuchus figure, since, at least from what I understand, the AI does not understand what the heck a Stomatosuchus is. It understands it's like a croc, but it doesn't understand more than that. I'm going to start with this image, with technically, you basically have two options. You can either put it in an image and have it alter it, or have something based off of it, or you can do just straight text. We're just going to be doing straight text here, but this is when I put an image of the PNSO Stomatosuchus image, and they tried to make a figure of it, and honestly, not half bad. I actually say it's still not even close, really, but still, like, better than some of this other stuff. Here's another. I'm also only showing the best here. Later on, we're just going to be going through the AI generator so you can see everything that's made, but this is just the best of the best. Most of these came out like horrible monstrosities, with Stomatosuchus especially, but, yeah, this is one of the better ones. They kind of have a blue mouth for some reason, but again, don't really look like Stomatosuchus. And then this year, I tried to get the throat pouch. I swear, it would just give it, like, a cursed lower jaw that was, like, honestly really weird. It kind of looked like a human chin whenever I tried to do it. Most times, this is like the only one I could get that was half decent. But I mean, you can see the Jurassic World packaging. It says Jurassic World and something underneath it, which is weird. Has the Mattel logo and everything. And then I tried to get it to do a Dunkleosteus, which I don't think it understands. Like, it knows what a Dunkleosteus is. It knows it's an armor fish, but that's about it. And this looks nothing like a Dunkleosteus, to be completely honest. I hope this is not what the survival one will look like. I tried to get it to generate a Leviathan, a Rorsum. Honestly, one of the worst titles ever, but for a Leviathan figure, and, yeah, not great. It's definitely not that good of a Leviathan. I also tried to get to do Megalodon. Like, Megalodon's pretty easy. It's just a shark. And, yeah, it basically has no articulation, but, I mean, I guess it's not half bad. Then we have Titanoboa, which is, like, this is one of the Titanoboas. It just looks like an AI-generated Titanoboa. Like, honestly, now looking at it, I don't understand how this thing works. It has, like, the tail looping around to the back, and then it's, like, a donut, and then just the snake part sticking out the top of it. Just doesn't look right. Then we have this one, which actually kind of looks cool. If anything, it actually looks kind of similar to the Titanoboa that I actually made. Like, the articulated Titanoboa figure I made, but, yeah, you can also see a box right next to it and a random T-Rex in the back for some reason, but, yeah, I mean, I think it'd be cool if we got an articulated Titanoboa, though one preferably done better than this, because the articulation doesn't look quite right in all areas. Also has a bunch of scars for some reason. Again, some more that it did kind of half decent was the Mammoth, which honestly doesn't look like that good of a figure, but kind of just look like a generic Mammoth figure. And then we have this image, which is just like a low-quality version of the Beast of the Mesozoic woolly mammoth for some reason. Also, the trunk, I don't know why it looks backwards. And then, of course, I did Smilodon, which it gave it this long tail. It kind of looks like it combined the word Danger Pack and Strike Attack together. And the back is just, like, the end of the word Danger and then attack. So Danger Attack, Smilodon, which is weird. Also, there's, like, the plastic bubble kind of in front of the packaging, which, of course, Mattel doesn't do. So, kind of random and weird. And it also comes with a tree for some reason. I did some ones with a shorter tail, which, I mean, this one doesn't look half bad. It still doesn't look great. Like, it doesn't have jaw articulation and also has really weird patterns. But, hey, better than the other one. Then there's this one also with a shorter tail, which actually doesn't look half bad. Though the articulation on the legs just kind of don't exist. It has, like, an articulated piece, but then it's at the same time just, like, a separated piece. I honestly don't know. Then we have probably my favorite one, the Columbian Mammoth. I'm not gonna lie, this isn't a great concept for it, but, like, I mean, the general idea of it's kind of cool. Give it a jaw articulation, give it double jointed knees. And honestly, it looks like it comes with a second pair of swappable tusks in the background. Honestly, I really want Mattel to make a Columbian Mammoth kind of like this in concept. But, I mean, of course that doesn't look like this. But one that looks better, I feel like it would be cool. Also, something weird that they do is they just print the Jurassic World logo on the side of it for no reason. Don't know why. Then moving on to the last one, Argentinosaurus, which it just gave it, like, this is the one with the least head, the head that looks the least like a T-Rex, and still it looks like a T-Rex figure. Don't even know what the heck is going on in the background with the other dinosaurs on the shelves. And there's also some more boxes everywhere. They also put, like, the Jurassic Park logo on it instead of Jurassic World. Well, at least the Jurassic Park colors on it instead of Jurassic World logo. But, yeah. Moving on to some other ones I did. These ones. I just did a bunch of Carcharodontosaurs, and this thing's weird. If you do it in, like, the same session, like, they'll just, like, copy and paste the dinosaur, but, like, Taurovenator, for some reason, it basically just made it like a T-Rex with long arms and horns. Carcharodontosaurus is the same model, except it's green this time, and then also has no horns. I know the Mattel Carcharodontosaurus is based off the Jurassic World Evolution design, and that one's not very good, but man, at least it's better than this. Then we have Giganotosaurus, which is another green recolor of the Carcharodontosaurus model. Then we have the Mapusaurus bot, which is a red recolor of it. Basically just the Taurovenator one, except with less stripes, pretty much. Then they did Tyranotitan, which is literally the exact same as the Giganotosaurus model. Actually, I think it's a little bit less, has slightly different colors on the underbelly. It's slightly different, but basically just a recolor. And then they did Meraxes, which is just the same model again, except with spikes slapped on the back of it. And then Tamaryraptor, which I find that this AI generator doesn't understand what Tamaryraptor is. So it just thinks it's a Dromaeosaur. And yeah, this doesn't look like Tamaryraptor at all. At least it's a different image instead of just being the same image but changed. Then I did Acrocanthosaurus. Wish I would have done this one earlier to see, because I feel like at least it would have been slightly better if it was just this model, but with a sail kind of slapped on the top. But no, it's like the same model as this, so it's just like a really weird Giganotosaurus Raptor hybrid. Then next we have Concavenator, which again, honestly isn't that good. I kind of like the colorations they did with it, and also the kind of quill / wings on the arms. But outside of that, this thing actually looks pretty bad. Then we have Lahevenatrix. I am really bad at pronouncing this one, but yeah, this one is just like a weird combination of the other two I just showed. And then what did they do to Sauranops? This is just cursed. Why does it have like honestly a weird mass growing on the top of its head? And then after that, I did Ulubegsaurus, and it's literally just the same thing but recolored. Why did it? I'm guessing for Sauranops, since it has like Iosauron, it's supposed to be like exaggerating like the eye ridge, which honestly is absurd. But then since it just redid that for Ulubegsaurus, it still has that really cursed thing. I don't know. And then I did this one. This is the other Carcharodontosaur, which is a different background, but it's the same model except red. So yeah, we're going to be refreshing this. Oh, didn't mean to do that. But yeah, I'm going to be refreshing that. And I have a bunch of different dinosaur names over here. And we're just going to slap them in the AI generator to see if we can get some different things. Actually, I think we're going to start with Acrocanthosaurus. We're going to do this again because I want to see if we can get one that looks half decent. This is just on Google, by the way, I want to mention. But yeah, Acrocanthosaurus, just slap it into here. And let's see what it comes up with. It's going to take a little while. Might as well go grab the next one. I think we're going to jump down to Ankylosaurus so that it kind of... Because again, I find that if you do the same thing in like multiple times in a row, it kind of just copies the design. So I want to see if I can get something different for Ulubegsaurus. But yeah. Oh, forgot to actually... Okay, did that wrong. I actually forgot to put Acrocanthosaurus toy. I'm going to refresh this again because like sometimes it will just give you the same exact image again if you don't specify. But Acrocanthosaurus toy. There you go. Acrocanthosaurus. Let's see. And now let's go back over and grab Ankylosaurus. And we'll do this in a second. But yeah, here's the Acrocanthosaurus. And it doesn't really look like an acro. It just looks like a T-Rex with like a sail. But maybe if I put in Mattel Jurassic World, again, sometimes you have to actually specifically put in Mattel Jurassic World style for like the actual style, so it makes it look like a Mattel toy. Again, like if you have a human actually doing it, it would actually not only make the dinosaur look like the actual dinosaur, but of course they would actually know like what style they could do it into. But let's see. Honestly, we've only just started the video, basically, and we still have, like, tried 4 times to generate Acrocanthosaurus, and so far it still hasn't been able to do it. Okay, it just took the same image, except it's slapped the packaging in the background, so yeah, this is absolutely horrible. Let's just move on to Ankylosaurus again. I'm going to really want to switch things up, because if I don't want to just, Ankylosaurus is such a different animal, I don't think it'll just do the same thing twice. So let's see. Will it actually make something interesting? Yeah, it's honestly just awkward. Like, what are we supposed to do while sitting here? Of course, it takes the same image. Just yeah, I'm refreshing this because I don't want to have it do like the same exact thing 1,000 times. So let's just take Mattel Jurassic World, and then let's just go grab Ankylosaurus from over here, and then let's just slap the word toy at the end. Let's see if it can get that. Because once it gets the style, it will probably do the same thing. Like, do it correctly somewhat. So let's just wait a second. Okay, here it is. This isn't great at all, but hey, it's better than the other attempts. And yeah, why does it have a nose horn? I swear if Mattel made a Jurassic World Survival on Ankylosaurus, they would do something absurd like that. Because did you see what they did to Afrovenator? Honestly, I'm curious if we throw in the word Afrovenator, like try to get it to do an Afrovenator toy, if it will look like the survival figure where they just slap a horn on it for no reason. But yeah, Acrocanthosaurus. Now we're finally going back to Acrocanthosaurus. Hopefully, oh crap, I keep on messing that up, meaning to put Acrocanthosaurus toy. Oh gosh, that's not an Acrocanthosaurus. So yeah, that's not an Acrocanthosaurus. I meant to put the word toy, but that's not even close. Not even a theropod model. Are we gonna have to refresh this every single time before do you actually have it do something unique each time? Because as of now, it's just copying off of Ankylosaurus, which just does not work. That's not an Acrocanthosaurus at all. Again, another issue with actually trying to get AI to do anything is that it doesn't understand that Acrocanthosaurus. Well, I guess it does, but for some reason, I don't know, maybe it's just the save, because there's probably 1,000 people AI generating things off of this. Probably just the save on, like, resources, just a slightly edited image instead of completely making one from scratch, but I don't care. It should at least... Honestly, I know we give Mattel a lot of grief for not even trying, but man, this is much worse. Okay, this isn't good at all, but hey, it's something. Let's do Ulubegosaurus next, because... I don't know. We literally tried for like 10 minutes straight. Like, okay, not 10, more like 5 or 6 minutes straight, and we still have not gotten an Acrocanthosaurus. So let's just do Ulubegosaurus next. So yeah, let's see. Ulubegosaurus, I'm kind of surprised Mattel hasn't done, just because sometimes they like to throw random things in there. And Ulubegosaurus is a pretty obscure one. Though, considering how it would have to be a gigantic thrasher, that's probably why. But they keep on throwing small Carcharodontosaurs in there, and they might as well. Oh, great. No, that's not an Ulubeg. Of course, that's honestly just getting on my nerves at this point. It's just Acrocanthosaurus again. Like, that's why you have to do kind of different things, or else it will literally just do the same exact image. That's the one thing with this AI generator, that you're honestly going through all this, and then you're not even getting a new model. So, let's see. Last attempt. Okay, it's something else. It doesn't look like Ulubegosaurus at all, but hey. Something else. It's just T-Rex with 3 fingers. I'm not gonna lie. This would actually be if you got rid of the extra finger, this would actually be a kind of nice Tarbosaurus figure, or Zhengcheng Tyrannosaurus, just T-Rex if you really wanted it to. Well, let's do Utahraptor. I know Mattel's done a Utahraptor. That thing was absolutely phenomenal. So let's see if it can do Utahraptor. And I swear it better not just give us the same exact image. I know the AI is just dumb enough to make this and expect it to be good enough for Ulubegosaurus, but I don't know. Okay. This is weird. This isn't even a Dromaeosaur. It's literally just the Ulubegosaurus model, except that is also just a T-Rex model, except with some quills on it. Let's see. Let's try Carnotaurus. What are they going to do to Carnotaurus? If they mess up Carnotaurus, we're going to have an issue. Because, I mean, it's Carnotaurus. Mattel has basically done a good Carnotaurus for every single Carnotaurus. I don't think they've done a bad Carnotaurus model. Like, even if they mess up, like, the figure in some other way, like the survival figure having bad legs so it can't even stand, I don't think they've ever messed up, like, a Carnotaurus model-wise, so they have a lot of things to stand up to. Of course not. They didn't even bother giving it its horns. You know what? I don't care. It's Carnotaurus. I'm refreshing this. I am going to refresh this. I actually just realized I didn't put Tarbosaurus with Zhengcheng Tyrannosaurus on this, though. I'm kind of regretting not doing that, because I feel like it would have been cool to try to get creatures like, Zhengcheng Tyrannosaurus at the very least. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Like, they kind of got horns similar to the survival one, except backwards, but then the rest of the... But even then, that's not really great, and then the rest of it's absolutely atrocious. Let's try Ankylosaurus. This thing cannot be dumb enough. Actually, we already did Ankylosaurus, so I probably should skip it, but we're going to do Ankylosaurus again. This thing cannot be dumb enough to just slap some armor on top of the Carnotaurus and call it an Ankylosaurus. We're going to do Parasaurolophus next. After this, I know they've done Parasaurolophus, but I want to try it. Okay, they actually did a different model now. It doesn't look good, but hey, a different model. Now let's try... Okay. A big Mattel Jurassic World Parasaurolophus. I want a big Parasaurolophus from Mattel. Like, I would rather have that than most other things. Like, instead of having the 1,000th like T-Rex release, I'd rather have a big Parasaurolophus. I think that would be cool. So, yeah. Oh no, this is horrible. So yeah, no, this looks absolutely... I mean, it has the crest, but after that, it has, like, nothing to do with Parasaurolophus. Let's do Ophthalmosaurus. I mean, Mattel has been lacking on ichthyosaurs, like, or mosasaurs even. The only marine reptile they've done so far are literally all plesiosaurs and pliosaurs. So I think it's really weird that they haven't done an ichthyosaur or a mosasaur. I know they've done mosasaurs itself, but if we're excluding that, then they haven't done any other mosasaurs. There's many smaller ones like globidens and several other smaller ones that could work as a smaller mosasaur, and same for ichthyosaurs. There's a ton that go into different size ranges that could be great figures to get, but instead we keep on getting plesiosaurs and pliosaurs. So that's really weird. Oh gosh, that's absolutely horrible. That thing doesn't... Okay, it kind of just looks like a really cartoony baby plesiosaur, but... Oh, I forgot a big. Okay, yeah, this just doesn't look anything like Ophthalmosaurus. I mean, you can tell obviously. Let's try Tylosaurus. Tylosaurus is another marine reptile though, so I'm a little bit worried it's just gonna copy paste the horrible plesiosaur model and just call it Tylosaurus. But yeah, let's see. Isn't this Google AI? Shouldn't it have access to all Google to at least understand what the animal is? Oh gosh, they literally just put teeth on the plesiosaur model and just thought that was good enough for Tylosaurus. They also changed the end of the tail to give it like a whale tail, which is honestly not great either. Let's see. I keep on clicking that wrong tab, but yeah, Baz is actually, I'm gonna skip some of the aquatic stuff and come back to it. Let's try. Okay, I accidentally opened Wikipedia dictionary, but yeah, Saurophaganax. Let's try Saurophaganax. Saurophaganax is a dinosaur. It shouldn't just do the marine reptile for the 1000th time. And then maybe we'll loop back around to the marine reptiles after Saurophaganax. If this actually comes out as a Saurophaganax. But let's see. Yeah, Saurophaganax is awesome, and if Mattel has done some questionable and dubious creatures before, so I don't see why they can't do Saurophaganax. And yeah, this is the first time I've seen them actually give proper number of fingers for a T-Rex, except again, it's not T-Rex, so it doesn't make sense. The one time they don't give it a T-Rex head, but they give it actual T-Rex fingers, and it still doesn't work. So yeah, let's go back up and do Basilosaurus now. Basilosaurus is just a whale. It can't be messing up Basilosaurus, but Saurophaganax, I mean, actually it did mess up Saurophaganax, so it could easily mess up Basilosaurus. And the Leviathan also wasn't great. They kind of just lump all marine animals, sharks, whales, dolphins, and stuff, all together as into one animal. Like, at least they think it is kind of somewhat. But, yeah. Basilosaurus, I mean, if we're talking about when Basilosaurus, I feel like this would be, a not horrible depiction of Basilosaurus back when we first described, Basilosaurus was first described and stuff, but that was a ridiculously long time ago, and we know it looked absolutely nothing like this. It wasn't even a reptile, so yeah, definitely horrible. Also, again, you can notice that these were all in the same exact background, except for the marine ones, but yeah. Let's try Opabinia. Opabinia, a really weird creature. It's aquatic, but it looks nothing like this. It's basically some sort of arthropod, and also I've tried to get it to do Opabinia before, and it's resulted in some basically results like this, and oh my gosh, is this horrible? It gets the little mouth thing correct, and it has the features correct. It just doesn't do them right at all. So yeah, this is just horrible AI creature. Let's see what else they have. Anomalocare. Actually, let's do Arthroplura next, or Camarasaurus. Let's do Camarasaurus next. And then we'll loop back around, because I don't want to do ones that are super similar right in a row, because I don't want it to just copy paste it, because oh man. But yeah, Camarasaurus. Not expecting this to be really good at all. But hey, you never know. Maybe it will finally do one right. Camarasaurus is literally just a squid in a shell. Okay, yeah, no, of course not. It just is Opabinia. I think it just lumps all Paleozoic animals together. So we might have to loop back around. Well, yeah, loop back around to them. We're just going to delete all these. And we'll come back to these. Actually, delete Opabinia. We'll come back to these later. And we already did Saurophaganax, so we'll do that. We'll do Sauroposeidon. Sauroposeidon's a sauropod, so, it shouldn't be completely getting that wrong. At least not turn it into Opabinia again, or at least a very bad rendition of Opabinia again. Sauroposeidon, a completely different animal. It's a literal, basically just Brachiosaurus, but a longer neck. It should be able to get this right at least. Come on. Let's see. Again, I'm running out of things to say in this video. Sorry about that. Why is it levitating? And also, why is it bipedal? And also, why does it look so bad? I think I might refresh and do, keeps on doing that, but I think I might refresh and, do Sauroposeidon again, just to see if maybe, just maybe this time we can get a different animal. Who knows, we never know. Also, don't know when I'm going to release this video. Probably, I have an actual content video coming out soon, and oh, okay, that's questionable. At least it's a different setting this time, and yeah, no, this doesn't look too great, but yeah, I have an actual concept video coming out soon, which will be way better than this, and actually have designs that resemble the animal, but let's do Anomalocaris. I'm curious to see what the heck it will spit out with Anomalocaris. So yeah, let's see. So yeah, again, I have an actual concept video coming out soon, and they look actually like the animal opposed to whatever the heck they're doing here. Oh, okay. This Anomalocaris one is actually still horrible, but man, is it better than the other ones. It kind of like the base. It kind of looks like it has fossils on it, I guess. And I like the colorations, but the head and everything else looks horrible. So yeah, no, not great at all, but hey, it could be so much worse as we've seen. Let's do Arthroplura. Arthroplura is just a millipede, except flat, I guess, and big. So, ought to get this one right. So yeah, let's see. Anyways, oh, Arthroplura is just a recolored Anomalocaris. Okay, that's not good at all. We might do Arthroplura again because we're probably going to end up refreshing these at some point. But yeah, we'll keep it on the list. Let's do again. Let's do Dracovenator. I mean, Dracovenator's a dinosaur. It should change things up a little bit. Let's just see. Dracovenator. I swear if it just like recolors and Anomalocaris but red, we're refreshing. Because honestly, I don't even know what's going on at this point. Again, really sorry this video is boring. Because again, I don't have much to say. Okay, at least it made it a dinosaur. I feel like this would actually not be a half bad like Metriacanthosaurus almost, at least in the head, or like a Sinraptor. But even then, not really that good. Okay, not great. Let's try Camarasaurus again. I don't know if it knows what Camarasaurus is. It is just a squid. Well, in a shell, basically. That's all they have to do. Put a squid in a shell and make that a toy, and it's that simple. So let's see. Just gonna wait and have that load. Definitely gonna take a while. Again, I really don't know what to talk about in this. Oh my gosh. This is horrible. This might actually be up there for one of the worst ones. This is absolutely atrocious. Yeah, no, we're not doing that again. Anyways, let's do Ardonyx next. Again, another dinosaur. So let's see. It's a sauropodomorph, so something similar to Plateosaurus should do. So yeah, let me just move that S. So actually, those took the X off Ardonyx, but again, trying to copy and paste this so that we can just keep this going a little bit easier. But yeah, anyways, we tell Jurassic World Ardonyx. Let's see if it can make an Ardonyx. Spinozos, here is a Ardonyx figure. I love you saw the Dracovenator up here. If you're seeing this video, then yeah, here's Dracovenator. Completely butchered it. Ardonyx. I mean, it got the concept right, but still completely horrible and butchered. But hey, here's Ardonyx as a horribly AI-generated version of, I don't know, a Mattel figure. But let's try Helicoprion. It's just a shark with a buzzsaw in its mouth. Like, is it really that hard to do a shark with a literal buzzsaw in its mouth? Let's see. I know I literally just said that, but like I know they did Camarasaurus and that came out absolutely horrible. So I mean I know it can be worse. But hey, Helicoprion's actually really easy. You just gotta. Okay, I guess it cannot do Helicoprion. The whirl just. Absolutely not. Like, it got the shark part right, but the tooth whirl is what it did not get right at all. So yeah, let's do Arthroplura. Arthroplura should be interesting to say the least. Again, if it can actually do Arthroplura, because we did it earlier and it just made it a recolored Anomalocaris. This one's easy, just a millipede. But with, honestly, not much. Not much to say about it, actually. It's literally just kind of like an interesting looking millipede that's really big. So let's see if it can at least get something like Arthroplura come back. I know I keep on saying, oh man. Yeah, no. If you want an Arthroplura that actually looks like an Arthroplura, then hey, you can actually get my Arthroplura figure on my Etsy. I think there's still a few available. So yeah. Anyways, I'll link that in the description. You want something that's good and not actually garbage AI. But let's see. Instead of Arthroplura, let's next do Shantungosaurus. I want a Shantungosaurus. I think it'd actually be nice to get Shantungosaurus instead of a sauropod. Like, if we're basing it off of just a Jurassic figure, it's massive, but if we're basing it off of, like, a sauropod figure, which is what it would kind of be like, I would hope, then Shantungosaurus is a smaller one, so it should save space. But yeah, just having a massive Shantungosaurus figure that's, like, just bigger than all the theropods, decent articulation, just give it, like, regular articulation like the sauropods have, except maybe give it, honestly, just give it the regular articulation the sauropods has. I think that actually would be enough for a Shantungosaurus. Would be freaking awesome, but let's see. If AI can at least do a Shantungosaurus. Again, I really want, like, again, even if it's like an online exclusive, getting a massive Shantungosaurus figure would be absolutely wonderful from Mattel. Let's see. Oh, no. So, Shantungosaurus, they just made it a sauropod for some reason. What did they do to my boy? So, let's see. Instead of Shantungosaurus, so let's try Dinochirus. Dinochirus is a really weird animal, and I have a feeling it might just make a Spinosaurus, but with feathers. Because, honestly, I don't think it understands that Dinochirus is, well, Dinochirus. I think that's pretty obvious now. I really want to get to the mammals, because the mammals are interesting, because it actually can't just make a dinosaur. So, yeah, it also seemed to do better with mammals last time, but, oh. Okay. They kind of got it. Except they didn't at all. Actually, I think the best part is the arms. The rest of it looks nothing like Dinochirus, but, yeah, let's see. Paraceratherium. Just a big old rhino relative that looks like a giraffe. So let's see if it's just going to make it like a sauropod or if it's going to actually make a Paraceratherium. Again, I'm really interested to see what they do with like the prehistoric. Again, the mammals. I think since we have actual modern mammals, they kind of have to actually base it off of those, and they end up coming out better. And oh, I'm speechless. They didn't. It kind of was what I was expecting, but they gave it a nose horn for some reason, and I'm guessing because Paraceratheriums are rhino relative. But no, let's try Paleoloxodon. Paleoloxodon is literally just like a really big elephant. That's it. As simple as that. Let's see if it can get that right, because that Paraceratherium was a freak of nature. I guess I am going to say that it is 100. Let's see if AI is on the side of like Paleoloxodon. Yeah. Oh, why does it have a dinosaur tail? They literally made like an elephant with a dinosaur tail for some reason. And then it did the mammoths really well, but Paleoloxodon not so much. Let's try Glyptodon, and then we have a few. We're almost at the end of this video. This is going to be like a 30-minute video. Yeah. Again, sorry, there's not really any commentary, and well, I mean, of course, it's an AI video. This is not. Let's done it first. I've only done one other video like this, and that was with the YouTube's AI to see what it could do, and honestly, those were not the best, and now we're trying Google's AI to see if it can do things, except Oh. I don't have much to say about these. They're just really bad, and also the image in the back just gets more and more mutilated as time goes on. This just is not good at all. So, you know what? I kind of want to do like a refresh. Let's do a refresh because, man, these have all been the same and they all been really bad. So let's do a refresh. Well, not a refresh. Refresh. Let's try Arctotherium. Arctotherium is just a bear. I was going to do Hatagopterus, but we'll do that one next, because let's just get the things, like, laid down. Arctotherium's easy. It's literally just a giant bear. And, again, it won't be basing off a dinosaur, because, again, the longer and longer you go on, the more it just bases off previous images, if you have something kind of similar. And it can't... Oh, actually, the Arctotherium, I'm not gonna lie, in concept, this wouldn't actually be horrible. The colorations are actually kind of nice, I definitely say. Again, the articulation points are, I mean, solid enough. I'm not gonna lie, if we got an Arctotherium figure kind of similar to this, except done better, I would actually think that I'd pick that up. But it's like the Prime Attack for some reason, or Primal Attack. Yeah, the packaging's not right. I'm not gonna lie, I want Mattel to do a line of mammals. Maybe I'll do a mammal concept video. Because, frankly, it's weird we're getting mutants and Dunkelostes before mammals. I think it would be cool to get mammals as a sideline. Just make them a sideline, Mattel. That'd be awesome. But, yeah, I don't know what Mattel is up with, like, mixing the mutants and dinosaurs. I think it'd be just so much better if they did them separately. But, yeah, again, this is just, like, again, a pointless video. Sorry if you guys hate this video. I just wanted to do something different. I just saw these and thought it'd be, hey, what if we did a video seeing if AI can make Jurassic World concepts? Because, obviously, they can't, and, yeah... Also, I have a few other videos that are taking too long, so I need something easy to put out in between. So, yeah, this video is supposed to be short. I was trying to get it out tonight, but... Oh, gosh. Okay, this isn't good. Also, what is the price? Is it $5,919 for this? Yeah, this is horrible. I think the Arctotherium was legitimately kind of good, but, yeah, no, Hatagopter is absolutely not. It's just like a really big Pteranodon, and that's not very good. But, yeah, let's see Gigantopithecus, if we can get the monkey right. This one, again, some of the mammals that are, like, really close to modern animals they're able to do, it cannot generate an image of a Gigantopithecus toy. Why? Why can't it do a Gigantopithecus? What did Gigantopithecus do? Why? Okay, we'll come back to Gigantopithecus. Let's try Australalia. Australalia is just Spinosaurus. So, yeah. I think Australalia could be a fun thing to get added to the toy line just to be like paleo-accurate Spino. But, yeah. Can it generate, Australalia, because, again, for some reason, Gigantopithecus has to be banned. Okay, they kind of just made it like... Not only did they put the word Australalia on the weird Hatagopterus box, but they put the word Australalia on this kind of baryonyx thing, like... Almost. I kind of like these settings, though. I think these ones are coming out way better than the ones we were just previously doing. Like, again, sometimes they come out with actually half these and stuff, but, yeah. This Australalia is, has a little bit to be desired. Let's try Elasmotherium. It's just a rhino with one really big horn. It's that simple. Just make a figure of a rhino with a really big horn. Elasmotherium is not that hard, please. Please. And we'll probably do Gigantopithecus way later on. Okay. like the key feature of Elasmotherium, they kind of messed it up. Not only does it have 2 horns instead of 1, but also it's hairless for some reason. So that's weird. But yeah, let's just try doing Diplocaulus as a little thing as a break, because I have another rhino-like animal and I don't want it to just be an edited version of this image. So yeah, let's do Diplocaulus. Let's see if we can make a figure of it. We'll just clear this out a little bit because we already did this. We already did Australasia. Yeah, I think we're gonna just not do Elasmotherium. I was thinking about doing it again, but yeah, let's see. Oh gosh, what did they do to Diplocaulus? Why does Diplocaulus look like a Spinosaurid? Again, primal attack for some reason, but that looks absolutely nothing like Diplocaulus. I mean, maybe this was supposed to be a Prionosuchus, and they gave it like proper legs. I could maybe give them a pass at least when it comes to AI. But like, why does this look more like a Stomatosuchus than the Stomatosuchuses I had it generate? Wild. Let's do Umbulatherium next. Also, again, it's just the packaging. It's just doing new things in the same packaging, basically, and changing the name to Diplocaulus, except weirdly spelled, and it still has like the Cathodoptera stuff on it for some reason. So let's see, Umbulatherium. Also, my chair's about to squeak. I'm about to try to move. Oh, actually, it didn't squeak for some reason. Anyways, yeah, Umbulatherium. Let's see if it can actually make a decent Umbulatherium. Oh no, it cannot. Okay, it has new packaging, which is nice, but why did it give Umbulatherium 1 horn while giving Elasmotherium 2? Umbulatherium, like, also give it weird tusks. I feel like this could have been like a not half, like, at least according, like, at least if we're ranking it based off AI, a not half bad Elasmotherium figure if it didn't have the tusk in the mouth. But yeah, it does. Anyways, moving on, let's do Andrewsarchus. Andrewsarchus, another interesting prehistoric creature. It's a mammal this time. Well, not a mammal, well, of course all these have been mammals, but it's a carnivore this time. It's a mammalian carnivore this time. So let's see if it can do Andrewsarchus. And of course the time is ticking. Let's just move Andrewsarchus out of the way. So yeah. And okay, just repackage the Umbulatherium. Let's reset this again and do Andrewsarchus one more time. Again, really interested to see what they're going to do with this. And they're just going to, like, this is worse than just making an upsized wolf. It's like doing, honestly, I don't even know. Okay, here's the Andrewsarchus. It looks nothing like an Andrewsarchus, and it has like a weird red thing on its back for some reason. I don't quite get it. This is weird. Like, just a really weird creature. Honestly, half of these you can't even really call them things. They're just creatures. Let's try Gigantopithecus again, because I don't know why it would not just do Gigantopithecus. Let's try it again. Let's see if, like, if Google has something against doing Gigantopithecus as a figure, or if it was just, I don't know. Let's see. Give it a minute to think. Guess this is the last time we're going to be doing Gigantopithecus. Also, let's see. Okay, it actually did Gigantopithecus this time. Now, of course, it just made it a Bigfoot figure, basically. But hey, at least it generated it. Also, it still has, like, the Andrewsarchus stuff at the bottom. So let's do Oviraptor. Mattel has neglected Oviraptor and all of its kin, so let's see if maybe AI will accept doing Oviraptor and not just make it Velociraptor, but, well, you know. Let's see. Yeah, again, I honestly don't know what to do while we're sitting here generating, just, like, clearing this out. Oh, whoa. If Oviraptor was going to look like this, then maybe it's the best Mattel that ever made it yet. Like, again, the body isn't great or horrible. Like, the body isn't good at all, actually, but it's also not... It could definitely be worse, to say the least. The head is honestly the worst part of it, for sure. Let's end this off with Ultimasaurus. Ultimasaurus, you know, the giant creation, a mashup of several creatures. AI is just really weird at making things. Ultimasaurus should seem perfect. You literally just have to basically make a T-Rex with a bunch of stuff slapped on top of it, and make it like red and black, I think. So, oh, absolutely not. It turned Ultimasaurus into a Ceratosaurus with a long neck, basically. That's also mixed with T-Rex. So yeah, this is horrible. We're going to do one last fresh thing for Ultimasaurus, because it's Ultimasaurus. We have to give it a second attempt. So yeah. Anyways, final thing to see if AI can actually make a half-decent dinosaur figure. And in a moment, we'll finally have our answer. Oh, okay, I mean, has the wrong colors, but surprisingly close, actually, for an Ultimasaurus. I guess it can make it half-decent Ultimasaurus. But in the end, can AI replace me? I mean, I guess it technically can, but it won't be good. It can, but it won't be good. Can AI replace Mattel? Actually, surprisingly not. Mattel has made some questionable things like Gorgosaurus and some of the other things, but that doesn't mean that AI can replace it. Like, what is this? This is just, I don't even know exactly. It kind of looks like if they made Ultimasaurus and then combined it with Allonogamus. So, yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts on these images created. And do you want me to do another video like this? I honestly kind of don't feel like it. It was just a hassle to do this at this point. It's kind of fun to mess with, but I think I've had enough of AI right now. And plus, I want to do some actual concepts. Again, an actual concept video I've been working on for a few days will be coming out soon. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!